Hey everyone, Ben Runo here, and here on my channel we do tech reviews, talk about news stories, and do let's plays. And today what we're doing is reviewing the Beats Flex wireless headphones. Okay, so I just want to start off this review with a brief unboxing, and I have to give credit here to Beats and to Apple. The packaging is very nice, it has a minimalist design language, and it's covered with good feeling materials, to the point that even something as subtle as the tape seal for opening up the headphones has a sense of class to it. And once you actually do open them up, the first thing I noticed was this USB-C to USB-C cable, which is cool in the fact that it is futuristic, but I'm not sure how many people have USB-C wall adapters yet. Moving on though, you can see that this comes with 3 extra sets of ear tips for a total of 4, which is nice that you have that variety, although I never had to change out the ones that came with it because they were pretty comfortable. And besides that, you have your usual warranty cards, manuals, etc. And moving on to the headphones themselves, I can already tell they have good build quality. They seem pretty solid. And here on the right side is the power button, and on the left side is the volume rocker, as well as a third button for pausing music and activating Siri. And finally, the buds themselves, they do magnetize together, and this seems to be a pretty common feature for this form factor of headphones. But that's going to wrap up the unboxing. Let's go on to the review. So when it comes to Beats, we all know the reputation. Otherwise mediocre headphones are marketed to death with hundreds of celebrity endorsements and product placement ads to make people who don't know a lot about headphones, because they have other things to do, think they're good. Their one real unique feature is extra bass, which gives you that feeling of having a subwoofer in your ear, which is really cool, especially the first time you hear it. Now, even though that is their reputation and it sounds negative, I had to disregard my biases and make the most honest and objective review I could. And just for a little bit of context, these are the least expensive Beats headphones you can buy, and their MSRP is around $50. As always with my reviews, I'm going to start off with the negative first, and this one caught me by surprise, and that's the call quality. When conversing with friends, they described the audio quality as awful, with my voice constantly dropping in and out. They even described it as like talking to someone on Facebook Messenger audio with spotty Wi-Fi. And this bore out over several calls, so I decided to go to the product page and see what was going on, and it turns out that there's only a single microphone in these headphones. Whereas typically Bluetooth headphones with better audio quality would have 2 or even more headphones for better voice tracking and noise cancellation. And the second negative is that there's no carrying case included with these headphones, like you typically get with nicer headphones like the AKG Y100, which I reviewed previously. So you're either forced to use weird alternatives like just jamming them in a pocket, or using a Kiroberos coin pouch like I did, which actually works surprisingly well. I also didn't appreciate that these charge using USB-C as opposed to micro USB. And I know USB-C is the new standard that's eventually going to be everywhere, but for the time being I just have a ton of micro USB cables around my house, so it was a little bit of a pain. Now the third negative is actually going to be more of a mixed bag, and that's where I get to audio quality. Now, I was expecting these to have exaggerated bass and therefore inaccurate sound, but I was actually pleasantly surprised by how flat the frequency response was. Here's the frequency response chart, and as you can see, it doesn't deviate until you get to the highest of frequencies. Now, where I was more disappointed with these was with the lack of fine detail in the music. When listening to songs that had lesser instruments in the background, they often sounded muddled, or you just couldn't decipher them at all. So the audio quality isn't terrible, but isn't great either. Now, moving on to the straight positives, these headphones have an Apple W1 chip inside, which allows them to connect as seamlessly to your iPhone as AirPods do. Now combine that with the Class 1 Bluetooth, and I never had any issues with audio dropping in and out or disconnections. It was great. Besides that, these headphones have a feature called Auto Pause, and how it works is when you take out the headphones and magnetize them like this, it'll pause whatever music you're listening to. And simultaneously, when you take them apart and put them back in, it reconnects and shows you what you were playing last on the screen. It was incredibly seamless, and I use this feature all the time. And the third positive here is going to be the comfort of these headphones. Now previously I reviewed the AKG Y100, which are a similar style to these headphones, and they got uncomfortable after about 45 to 60 minutes of usage, but with the Beats Flex I did not experience that at all. I could take them through cardio, weightlifting, and stretching, and never feel the need to take them out. And the fourth positive here is going to be the build quality. Now, while there isn't any aluminum used here, I was surprised by the fit and finish and the quality of the plastics used. There were no rough edges or seams, and they felt really solid. And the fourth positive here is going to be the battery life. Now, with this form factor of headphones, you're usually lucky to get 8 hours of usage, but with these, I can get up to 13 hours of usage, which is really impressive. And besides that, they have quick charging, so you can top them up really fast as well. And with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts on these headphones. While the lack of fine detail in music, poor call quality, and lack of a carrying case were disappointing, I was more impressed by the comfort, battery life, and easy connectivity. And as for the recommendation, I'll only recommend these if you're on a tight budget and don't care too much about call quality. My final rating for these is going to be a 5.5 out of 10. And for those of you wondering how the Beats Flex compared to the AKG Y100 that I reviewed previously, I just wanted to let you guys know what each one does better than the other. Now, advantages for the Beats Flex: they are more comfortable. I can wear them for over an hour without them feeling uncomfortable, where the AKG I could wear them for a maximum of 45 to 60 minutes before they got uncomfortable. The Beats Flex also have better battery life, 13 hours versus 8 hours. They also have the Apple W1 chip, which is for better connectivity, and they also have that really awesome auto pause play feature that I raved about. And now, advantages for the Y100. The Y100 comes with that really nice carrying case, as well as having better build quality overall than the Beats Flex, much better call quality than the Beats Flex. They also have a transparency mode called ambient aware, so you can hear things around you, and they have much better sound quality. And you can usually find them both for around the same price. So if I had to choose between one of these two, I would still recommend the Y100 over the Beats Flex. And if you did enjoy this video, I do have plenty more reviews of headphones and audio equipment on my channel, which I encourage you to check out. As well as, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.